It is December 16th, 2016. I wanted to make an announcement. Me and Steve Olson from WSO will be live on the radio tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Fight for Our Freedom Radio, which is hosted by BADBABY. It's going to be a fantastic radio show tonight. Once again, it will start at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be leaving a link to the radio broadcast, and also we are going to be taking telephone calls, questions, and answers by our subscribers, viewers, and listeners tonight for an hour and a half. So get to the website, log yourself in. We will be answering questions in the chat, and you will also be able to come online and have a short chat with us and ask your questions. Now, something that I want to get into right off the bat is this is the information for Fight for Our Freedom Radio. Now, like I said, I am going to list all of this information in the description box under the video, so you can go ahead and click on the link, go directly to Fight for Our Freedom Radio. There will be a telephone number listed to call in, and there will also be a live chat. Now, in order to join the live chat, you will have to go up to the top of the page and create yourself a username and password, and then you can go ahead and join straight in to the live broadcast. Now that we have that covered, I want to just touch on something that I normally touch on just about every day, and that is the earthquake activity that is now erupting again all over the globe. We have major earthquakes that I consider to be major. Anything over a magnitude 5, I would definitely consider a pretty sizable earthquake. Right now in Guatemala, Central America, we just had a magnitude 5.0. 99 minutes ago, Colombia, magnitude 4.6, a 4.2 down in Argentina, and a magnitude 3.2 in Nevada. Now, as you can see, and I'm just going to bring this up a little closer so we can take a look at this, but the west coast of the United States is definitely seeing their fair share of earthquakes. And I'm referring to the west coast of California. And this is something where everyone needs to, again, pay very close attention to what is going on. Make sure you have a preparedness plan, an evacuation plan, and definitely make sure you know what you're doing. Now, there are earthquakes just about every single hour. Now, some of them, again, are small, which the residents of California are used to. But over the last couple of days, some of these earthquakes have actually tipped over the magnitude 3. And I've been saying for some time now that I feel, it's my personal opinion, on what I see and analyze, that the west coast of the United States, the west coast of Mexico, and the west coast of South America are due for a very, very large earthquake. Now, taking a direct look up here to Alaska, they have earthquakes literally going off like crazy. Magnitude 3.4, magnitude 4.1, magnitude 2.9. I mean, you can just clearly see that these earthquakes are literally taking over the west coast of the United States and Alaska. And everyone should definitely be prepared. Now, there was an earthquake 14 hours ago in Poland, magnitude 4.5. Once again, in the Ring of Fire, magnitude 4.8 in Indonesia, and another one, 4.6 in the Solomon Islands. Now, jumping on to the 3D earthquake tracker, I mean, you can clearly see this is just the last 12 hours on Mother Earth. Just the last 12 hours of earthquake activity. Now, we're going to stretch this to the last 72 hours, and you can clearly see the amount of earthquakes that are shaking this planet are significant. And if you're not paying attention to any of this, you really, really should, because something is occurring with the Earth. I have my own ideas, my own theories, and I've mentioned those to you before, but let's take a look at the last 7 days of earthquake activity on this planet. I mean, just looking at the 3D tracker, the Earth literally looks like a pincushion. I mean, there are parts of the globe that you can barely see because of all of the earthquake signals and magnitudes that are coming up. Now, something else that I want to touch on that we're going to be going over on this radio show are the planetary discoveries that we've had this week. Well, actually, over the last 10 days. And this was a telescopic photograph sent in by one of our subscribers. And this is matching up to the planet that we saw this week over Bondi Beach in Australia. And folks, there's no doubt about it. We definitely have probably multiple planets orbiting throughout our solar system. There's just no doubt. These are not, lens flares and camera anomalies. And yes, every now and then, you could make a mistake by looking at some of this footage. But this is a telescopic photograph of a planet, probably a very large gas giant that is definitely in our solar system. If one of our subscribers is able to capture that on a telescope, then it's definitely there. I mean, you can clearly see the craters in this planet. And this is the same striped object that I captured over Bondi Beach, Australia, this past week. Now, we were able to get some photographs in from a few subscribers that were able to kind of take really good telescopic photographs of this blue planet that's been appearing. Now, listen, I've had so many questions about, why can't I see it? Why can't I see it? Well, I really can't answer your question why you can't see it where you're standing at on this earth at that particular time. Now, I was able to go outside myself, and there was a lot of cloud cover. I was able to capture one photograph, and I could clearly see this blue object off in the distance next to the full moon. Now, this is a very good photograph that was taken with a camera, and I got this photograph in and hundreds and hundreds of other photographs that I have not even gone through yet. But as I was looking at this photograph, it definitely does not look like it would be a blue dot, like, the blue lens flare. Okay, because I've seen those before. I've analyzed them before. I've zoomed in on them. They don't look like this. They just don't. And then another subscriber on the other end of the world, sent the same photograph in 8 hours later from their camera, and here it is. I mean, does that actually look like a lens flare to you? I mean, let's be realistic here, people. Trolls, shills, naysayers, disbelievers, the subscribers to this channel. I mean, come on. You just take a look at what you're seeing on your screen. It is not a lens flare. It is not any type of fake camera anomaly. I don't even know how to use Photoshop. I've been accused of that many, many times. But we do have a lot of information coming in, and we're going to be sifting through it. I definitely want all of you guys to join us on the radio show if you're able to. And if not, we will have the radio show broadcast live on recording on my YouTube channel. So definitely stay tuned and join us tonight live on the radio. Fight for our freedom. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the NIBIRU channel. It is December 16th, 2016. I wanted to make an announcement. Me and Steve Olson from WSO will be live on the radio tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Fight for Our Freedom Radio, which is hosted by BADBABY. It's going to be a fantastic radio show tonight. Once again, it will start at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be leaving a link to the radio broadcast, and also we are going to be taking telephone calls, questions, and answers by our subscribers, viewers, and listeners tonight for an hour and a half. So get to the website, log yourself in. We will be answering questions in the chat, and you will also be able to come online and have a short chat with us and ask your questions. Now, something that I want to get into right off the bat is this is the information for Fight for Our Freedom Radio. Now, like I said, I am going to list all of this information in the description box under the video so you can go